What's going on here, everybody? Welcome back to the channel again for part 2. I got the body on backwards here, but there we go. But as you can see, I kind of already started trimming most of the plastic around, but it's pretty self-explanatory. Now when it comes to new bodies and trimming it, you're going to want to take your scissors. You got two different types. You got a curved one here for like this works perfectly for on your wheel wells. And then you got your straight edge, which goes perfectly for along the bottom, along the back body lines, the back, along your front bumper lines, and all that, you know. And then you get to your wheel wells and use your curved scissors along the wheel wells. And once you get your all the excess plastic and stuff here all trimmed off, then you get your wheel wells cut, the other around your body and whatnot. Then you can have it where then you can really get an idea as to where it's gonna sit, and then from there you're gonna want to put your body posts in, take the screws out of them like I did, because you're gonna have to adjust the height and everything to where it's gonna sit. Then from there, what you're gonna have to do is mark them, which is easy to do with the body clear, because once you have it all cut out where you're gonna want it, you'll physically be able to see where the posts sit, and right here, and then you'll take your marker or whatever you have, mark the other hole, and then you take your reamer, which is right here, and this body reamer will allow you to twist and push and twist to make your hole for the body post to come through. But we're not ready for that yet. But that's pretty much the gist of the whole how you go about with this. So while I got you guys here and on camera here, I'm going to go ahead and finish cutting out the body and then the wheel wells, and then we'll get this all 100% cut out, and then from there we'll try our luck at the body posts. Alright, see you in a second. Alright, I'm going to continue with my straight edge over here. Come down over here. You're gonna go a little bit at a time. That's all you gotta do. You don't want to go too much at it once and then kind of destroy your body, or cut too much off and then you can't put it back on. So I always like to go a little bit at a time, and I'll cut a section. Then usually with these wheel wells, because it gets a little hard, I'll cut little channels, then cut it the other way. So this way it's easier to get around all your other areas. Now that's done, come over here and I'll finish cutting this out, and then I'll get to my wheel wells last. I'm gonna finish the front bumper area too. Now, another thing to remember too, when it comes time you get ready for painting your body or whatnot, there is a protective film over this outside. So you could do all your painting from your inside on these the Lexan bodies are always painted from the inside. Do your paint work however you want to paint it, whatever. Then after you're done, you'll find your way to find a pick at it, whatever you got to do, and then you can peel your top coat off, because the top coat you usually leave on till after the truck or your body is painted whatever color you're going to paint it. That way you don't get it. We have to worry about overspray on the outside of it. So we're going to continue here cutting this out. Now I really wanted with this particular crawler, the TRX4, I was in the market for a hard body, a hard plastic body, but I really wanted the 70s era Ford, or if I could have found somebody, which I'm sure I could have, I would have found somebody to 3D print me a late 60s style Ford body. But it's getting crazy with all the prices people are throwing out there for these 3D printed bodies. I have a bunch of other friends who are in the RC community who are doing 3D printing and all that, and it's crazy because they said themselves, it's like what their people are charging is, because the cost of the plastic, it's more or less just time. Yes, it can probably get, I would imagine, get a little bit expensive with the cost of all supplies and when you need to, but I'm sure after a while start to run into companies that will get you good supplies for a better cost and work a deal with you, especially if you're gonna be buying frequently from them. I'm sure they'll cut you a good deal, and then next thing you know, you can move forward with that deal and spread that deal back out to your customers who are, aren't Rockefeller themselves trying to, with all the money in the world, they're trying to just make a living like the rest of us. But I digress. It's not my position really, and I could, like I said, I'm not too worried about it. I got my bodies that I got. I ain't worried about it. When I'm ready to get into something, I'll figure it out then for a hard body. But for now, I'm happy with what I got and where I'm going with these here. So these are gonna be what they are. Now, in general, with these plastic bodies, they're not as durable as the hard bodies, obviously, because they're thinner, they're cheaper, chintzier Lexan, and they don't last as much when you're hard on them. But that's the nice thing about these bodies, because they're cheaper. This particular body, I think I picked up for like 50 or 60 bucks brand new through Pro. While everything's falling down. Alright, so there you can see there's the bumpers all cut out now. Just a matter of doing the wheel wells. Now I'm going to switch up the scissors here to the curved edge, and then I'm going to get these wheel wells done. But cut these on out here. Another advantage you have, besides the toughness of a hard plastic body versus these Lexan, you're going to find is details. A lot of the Lexan bodies out there that are cheaper are exactly that. They're a cheaper quality, so you're not going to get really scaled details with like the molded plastic grills and bumpers and all that. This is all going to be, you got to paint it the chrome that you want. Then you got stickers that go over it. But it is what it is. Versus a hard plastic body like what's on the Jeep over there. That one has hard plastic grill, which you could paint whatever color you want the grill. If you want the grill chrome, you could paint the grill chrome or whatnot. You've got actual hard plastic clear headlight lenses, clear plastic tail lights, so if you wanted to put LEDs in them, and those actually even come with LED buckets for the LED lights in themselves, which is another thing you're not going to get here with these Lexan bodies. See, that wheel well's done. I could go over it with a little bit with a file or a Dremel and kind of clean it up a little more after, but that's pretty much the gist of what, in a sense, what it's going to look like. Obviously, going to go down more. I got to adjust body posts and figure that all out, but yeah. That's pretty much it in a nutshell. It's going to kind of look like that. As you can see, obviously set down, painted, whatever color we're going to do. I have a pretty cool color scheme I plan on doing with this. I found some images on Google that are of these late 60s Ford trucks, and these old school ones back in the day had some pretty cool paint jobs with like either two tones or like the three tone with a certain color in the middle, and then you have or up top here and your cab outline, and then you have the white, like a certain color roof, and then the bottom as your same color, and then the middle as your one color. But or I could even do like just a regular two-tone, like the top half one color and the bottom, but which will be another, which once we get to that road I'll show you in kind of the colors I end up picking, because I still haven't bought colors yet. I'm still looking to do. I'm thinking of a light blue. If I decide to do it's going to be a light blue and white two-tone, but I might either just do the whole top of the truck light blue and then the white on the bottom, or I'll do the light blue and the cab, and then the roof here in white as well. There's a picture I saw of this exact truck on Google with that paint job, and it looks really cool, timeless, like a nice classic two-tone paint job. But yeah, it's gonna look good. Here, let me try this for a second here. I did take this post screws out just to kind of get a better idea here. Here you go. Came down a little bit. I do got that weird tub in the back. It's gonna kind of be, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that, but it's kind of screwing me on the body, with the body posts. I might have to try something else with that, but I'll figure that out when I get down to that road. I might have to try something different there, because the way this body dips down. But yeah. Anyway, that's pretty much where that's gonna be. Obviously, I'll sit down more. I could drill the holes for the front here, and it'll sit down more, and this will go down into the channel of the rockers. But yeah. So let me cut the other wheel wells out, and I'll get right back to you. Alright, body's all cut out. Now, though, I have my biggest problem I got to figure out is this body post. As you can see in there, the body dips down and hits the body post. So I'd have to take this off here and see if I can unscrew the post here and on the other side and flip it 180, and if that works, it'll in turn flip this post forward, which should still have plenty of room between the battery hold down and all that stuff. So hopefully, if not, then I'm gonna have to try and figure something out, because the only other option at that would be to cut a section of this tray out, which I don't want to do, because as you can see here, that would be exactly what I'd have to do to get it to work, is cut that section of the battery, section of the body tray out, and then find a different way, just so this body sits down, and then find another way to mount the back of the body, because that is not going to work. But that's my dilemma for now, so I guess we're going to call it at that for now. I got a lot of progress done. The body's cut out. I didn't do the holes yet because I got to figure out what I'm doing for that. At least I might be able to do the front probably. But I'm gonna keep pondering on this and see what I can figure out to get that body set down more. And then I'll talk to you guys from there and see what I can figure out. So for now, peace out. I'm gonna call it here for this video and talk to you guys on the next one. This was part 2, and I'll see you guys in part 3.